So this is what the deal is. We're looking at this camera. This is DJ. He's been the roving camera the entire time. Andrea has been off set. I'm going to do it later, live from all over the convention center, which is nearly impossible at this venue. It's never been done like this before, as best of I know. We've never been able to make it work with any other equipment. Just to show you, DJ, walk away from us for a minute, please, if you don't mind. Show the entire set here, the BeTerrific set. Is this unbelievable or what? We are coming to you live from the Las Vegas Convention Center. Now, we've done it in South Hall, Central Hall, and North Hall. And this is a live look wirelessly. There's no cable attached to DJ to do this. It's just the LU500 from LiveU with like zero latency. So what DJ's going to do in a few minutes, we're going to talk, and he's going to walk down the hall to demonstrate this. We'll come back to being a regular show here. What's nice is being able to live wirelessly broadcast not only to our set, back to our switcher, but also to the cloud. I could go to any CDN, and directly from that camera we could be on live stream, Ustream, whatever we wanted to be on.
Or back home, there's a lot of broadcasters now doing remote or at-home production, being able to capture from the field, stream it back home, produce, and then go on out to where they're going to broadcast.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular that we've been able, but I mean, to do it, and that anybody, almost anybody can do it. But the thing is, to me, that doing it in this environment, you've proven that this is, we've proven together, you're able to do it, and it's. I mean, this is the most challenging environment. Nobody else does this here.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting. So it is utilizing cellular bonding technology, which has been around now for 10 years since LiveU invented it. Actually, this year's our 10-year anniversary, so it's kind of exciting. So this kind of bonding technology is definitely an ingrained part of the broadcaster's workflow today. It's widely accepted and adopted, and it really enables an IP workflow. So at a show like this, it's fantastic to actually talk about the evolution of it for broadcasters. But what people haven't realized is that that bonding technology is now available in form factors and price points that enables people who aren't traditional broadcasters, let's say online content creators and producers, people such as yourselves that go everywhere and anywhere and really want to capture dynamic content, either with DJ roaming the halls or outside different venues. And now they can take advantage of having the same type of broadcast quality for their audiences back at home if they're watching online, on their iPad, on YouTube, on Facebook.
So DJ, if you could come here real quick, I'm going to send you down the hall in a minute, but let's just show, come on set, all the way on set. Let's not use your camera for a second. Let's use one of our cameras. Let's show the backpack. This is all he's got, is this backpack. It's obviously tied to the camera via a cable, but a short cable, and that's it. And then if DJ, if you turn around, thank you very much for doing this, for modeling.
Good model.
Take a walk down the hall, and he's not on a cable. Now we can go to his camera and we can continue talking. But you're right. I mean, it's great for what it can do for us, and it's great for what it can do for anybody, whether they're a church or a school or a corporation, or they're a major broadcasting outlet or a minor broadcasting outlet, and they want to broadcast all over. This is him walking down in North Hall. Walking.
That's cool.
It's beautiful.
At NAB. The amount of RF that flies through this entire space is unbelievable. I think we've given DJ enough to do, so we can come back to the set, and it's wonderful what we've been able to do. It does. It adds really a dynamic aspect to our broadcast.
Yeah, and I think viewers at home dig that. They dig being able to hear from all the great guests that you have, but then also being able to feel part of the whole event here. Especially if you can't be here. They actually feel like they've been in the show, on the show floor, and part of the excitement and environment. But, you know, what DJ has is our flagship backpack encoder, right? So that is what most traditional broadcasters use, and it's part of their mix for all of their remote production, whether it's a breaking news story or part of their daily news coverage or events coverage. What we're working on is more and more smaller form factors and devices that are a little bit more lightweight and flexible to work with products, maybe not necessarily a large production camera like that, but even a GoPro or a smart device. I wasn't sure how loud I was or not loud.
I was actually going to say,
I'm usually quite loud. Sorry, everybody. But even with your smartphone, instead of going straight from your smartphone online, now you can take advantage of that high quality encoding as the in-between step to really bring much better quality and reliable streams online. So some of our smaller products are handheld devices that can clip to your belt as opposed to the large backpack that DJ was wearing. Yeah.
I would love that. I would take that everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, I know you said, like, not just broadcasters, but influencers.
Yeah.
Especially if they get to use their device and take that somewhere else. You're taking your whole audience somewhere.
Yeah. What I think is most important now is OTT viewing and different viewing platforms is here to stay. It's part of not just millennials, but everyone of all ages and how they get their content and watch. And if you're watching live, you cannot risk losing viewers in this day and age anymore, and it's imperative for people to distinguish themselves with better quality content.
So it's all about reliability. It's all about being able to broadcast live from anywhere.
Yes.
And the thing is allowing anybody to do that. We got here and we were thinking about getting the internet line so expensive here. We thought about ditching it and using the LiveU 500, but we didn't have two of them, and that would meant that we could take our switcher, the output of that, and plug it into the LiveU 500. Great.
Right.
And then we use that to broadcast. The problem for us would have been then we would have lost the roving reporter. But in a normal situation, it's a great way to be able to be live from anywhere. And we also, realistically, we were a little nervous because we've never used it in this environment, and we've never been able to make any other products work in this environment.
Yeah.
So now this democratizes it for everybody, and this allows anybody, anywhere, to do this. And your newest product, and we've been showing the commercial, is the Solo.
Correct.
And the Solo allows bonding in a much smaller form factor, in a much more affordable price for the people you're talking about, for guys like us, for all sorts of
content creators of all sizes. So you're right, and you listed a variety of market applications. It's for streaming sports and being able to get out on the field, not just the sporting events where there's a LAN connection and you can plug in and connect your encoder. I think that's the next dynamic aspect. It's not just live, it's like live plus. How do you really get your viewers to feel like they're right in the heart of it? That distinguishes your content from someone else's who could be covering the same event, but they're stuck in one spot.
And it's funny because you said about the importance of going out. We have the booth right here, but the ability for me to go and show some of the products that are maybe too large or just they don't have enough to bring onto the set, it really gives the viewers that hands-on content that they crave.
Exactly.
It's sometimes not enough for someone to just speak of it. They
Exactly.
need to see and really
and you get to actually do a live little demo and interact with the products.
And there's a lot of energy that comes with that I don't think a lot of people recognize, that it brings a life to the delivery of the content that maybe doesn't happen in a stagnant environment.
Exactly.
So we've got the Solo right here. This is the Solo. I'm going to show it off, and I'm going to tell the viewers that basically I'm putting my hand on it to give perspective. That's the Solo.
Yeah.
And it's pretty small. It has a little belt clip that it fits into.
It's a belt clip, or it can actually clip onto a camera if you're using a production camera and want to walk around a little bit easier too.
And you can put two USB LTE modems in it, and you can also bond Ethernet with it as well.
And Wi-Fi. So you can actually have up to 4 interfaces. And what it is, I think some people maybe are a little unfamiliar with it. Like I said, it's part of the core broadcaster's technology, but at home, maybe some people are used to thinking, well, I'm just plugging in a box to my LAN connection and that's going to communicate my content. What cellular bonding, or I should say IP bonding, truly is taking those multiple interfaces. So this unit does 2 cellular, 1 Wi-Fi, and LAN if you're in a local location. What it does is it actually load balances the content over those different connections and dynamically adapts the bit rate depending on the fluctuation. So one could go out and your stream still stays consistent because it dynamically adapts and ensures constant, clean forward error correction. So it's not the old forward error correction of the past. It's actually a patented algorithm that ensures that at the other end, the content that's going into your CDN, into Wowza, into Ustream is the best quality, cleanest, most reliant quality ever. So that what then comes out for your viewers to watch is great.
Well, and I think it's battery operated. You can do SDI or HDMI.
Correct.
But I think the best part is the viewers don't have to know any of this.
The
people operating
don't know. It's literally start and stop. Whether you start it on the device or someone through a web browser is actually starting and stopping the device. You start it, you're on. You stop it, you're off. No one needs to understand all of the cloud encoding that's going on.
The behind the scenes.
We
of
used this at
LiveU.
the New York Auto Show. It was amazing. You know, we get some amazing stuff there. So what is the future then? I mean, the future, I guess, is really bright because anybody, anywhere can broadcast from anywhere.
Yes.
Basically, it's realistically go anywhere, go live, go solo.
I mean, honestly, I think the future is already happening. Facebook just recently announced finally opening up their API so that customers could actually use high-quality encoders and get better quality content. I think some of these online channels realize they need to help their stars and their content creators deliver true broadcast quality online. So I'm not saying it's the death of any industry. I think it's just the true expansion of cloud-based delivery of content, and not just for content's sake, but high-quality, engaging content for viewers everywhere. Yeah.
Now, LiveU was the first company to be doing this kind of thing. Years ago, the backpacks were huge.
Yes.
And I saw them everywhere. They were also very expensive. Israeli company. You hold all the patents on this stuff.
Yeah.
And you've been able to really create something special here. With all your products, it's special, but this is something even more special because this is something that is reasonably priced. It really allows for anybody to be able to do this. Or any church or school or corporation.
High schools, colleges, corporations. I think there's a lot of applications out there where people have been using other technology because they maybe weren't videographers, weren't broadcasters, didn't know, or because there was an app for the phone, thought that they could deliver great content.
Right.
The importance now is to get it out there to say, no, there's other technology out there that really will raise the bar, will really make sure that that iPad at the Sweet 16 party, sending it back to grandma, now you actually could have your family's YouTube channel and have everybody around the globe watching at the same time live and not have it drop out right at the best moment when the cake comes out, you know?
There was a major network here earlier in the day that was very excited about this technology. We were telling them about it, and they're a television network, and they were excited not only about the LU 500, but also about the Solo.
Because they all have digital teams now too. You know, all the major broadcasters have multiple outlets to reach their audience.
What I'm surprised about is how easy it is, all of it, to use. I mean, what does DJ do? He pushes a button that says live, and that's eternal. Okay, pushes a button to turn it on.
You have to boot it up.
And then you know, it takes about a minute to boot up, and a minute later he pushes a button that says live, and obviously we've pre-programmed it with the coordinates that it needs to go to. And in this case, you just literally...
It's one-touch streaming, so when you open your account, and if you have your channel, you can literally link the Solo stream to that channel so that every time you go live, it's going on without having to reconfigure the device every time. Now, every OVP or CDN operates a little differently. Within our Solo portal, you'll see the ones that have one-touch connection that you can set up an account and go. You could have multiple accounts and then select which one you want to go to. If it's your own website one day or YouTube the next day. There's also the ability to multicast. There's a variety of people out there that allow you to simulcast. Right now we have Switchboard Live in our Solo portal, so you can connect Solo to Switchboard, and they will multicast out to multiple CDNs and OVPs, so it's one event, basically.
I'm wondering if this is coming home with me, so then I can go live and tune in to BeTerrific or chime into them.
Well, I think we might have to make that happen.
No, but this is really cool because I feel like this is something I've been waiting for, where you're not worried about where you are, what you're doing, and it's super simple. And it's something that everyone can understand. Like, you don't have to understand, like you said, cellular bonding to really understand how this works and how it will deliver the best content or image for you, you know, the best stream.
She asked for that, and then I said, we'll make it happen, and she kind of like just brushed that off. Do you know that I'm serious, or do you just...
No.
Yeah, I think Michael's going to be broadcasting from New York, and you're going to be stuck out in Vegas all by yourself, roaming the halls.
Great.
We actually had this... Okay, can I tell you what we were really going to do the other night? This almost happened. Andrea has a friend, a very famous chef, and the guy was coming to dinner with us, all of us, and as he walks in the door, he gets a call from a very famous recording artist, and the guy says, I might have to leave and go to the executive terminal and get on a private jet and go to Coachella. It's the night before.
Tough life,
he might
right?
have to.
It's Friday night, so there's still, no, it's Saturday night, so there's still one more setup day at NAB. So I go, we'll go. He goes, what? Yes, we will go. And we'll live stream the whole thing with our LiveU. And then what we can do is we can have the people sit on set and go. We'll tell Data Video to get one of their people here just to mic people up, and I'll interview them, and Andrea will interview them all from Coachella.
Why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were ready to do it.
He wanted to get on the plane.
He went on the
I
plane.
would've.
Yeah. He went on the plane. They were all looking at me like, "Are you for
Is it
real?"
happening?
It's
said,
We were
possible.
all on board, believe
Yeah.
me.
And I said, "We'll find our own way back. Don't worry about that. Just
So
get us
funny.
there."
Yeah.
And we would have done it, but just hold on for a second. Like, we were kidding around, and I totally would have done
Kidding
it.
around, but it's
possible.
possible.
Right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Is when you stop and think about that, we were kidding around and would have done it given the opportunity.
Yeah.
But could you imagine, like, that is possible, that we could have done that? And because these
Yeah.
devices are so good and so robust, and the LU500 has IFB in it, we really could have done this
Yeah.
whole interview.
Oh, yeah. Yes, yeah.
We could have done it. We could have called Claudia and said, "Claudia, please get the team down here. Just hook up the IFB for us."
Yeah.
And then told Craig and Data Video, just have somebody mic people up.
Yeah.
And then we would have interviewed people, and then that
It's
would have been
amazing.
wouldn't that have been the coolest thing of NAB?
Well,
too?
I think you just answered your
we're doing next
question.
year?
No, well, yes, but you
Wait.
just said
Yeah.
what's coming next, and
Right.
it really is, it really is taking it to a whole nother level of remote production, but also remote content acquisition and collaboration out, for broadcasting. I do also want to tap onto it. I do think that that's another answer to your question of what's coming next. These types of live opportunities happen like that. You need to be able to mobilize and just go,
Otherwise
and
it
then
doesn't
share
happen.
it with your audience. Say, hey, guess what? What's coming up next?
Sure.
Hop online. You got to see this. So I do think a lot of, let's say, maybe the models of how people use Solo and the usage models. We came out with a very premium package, thinking it's for major production studios that are broadcasting multiple gigabytes of data per month, and we're really seeing immediately the early users are saying, yeah, but I may not know that tomorrow I have an event, but then I may not use it for a little while, and then 2 days later I got to stream for 12 hours straight. So really looking at more flexible usage models for people who have different types of
Love that.
work environments or opportunities that come up. I think that's really where it's got to go,
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing. It's really cool technology. Thank you for sharing it with
I
us.
really appreciate being here. I always have a good time, but I
We
really
love you.
appreciate being here. I
But
do.
Also, I love that we got to test it out and use it before it was out
Yes.
there. So thank you for sharing that with us. And,
Thank you.
And for letting us do that and for exploring with us and doing this. I mean, this is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Well, I love hearing the feedback because you guys have been instrumental in the early days, giving us advice and pointers on how you're using it and what works, what doesn't. So look forward to even doing some more work together and maybe even doing a live demo then next year.
We
Actually, let's produce it. Let's do something at our booth, something at your booth, and something somewhere
That's awesome.
outside of Las Vegas.
That would be so
Yeah.
good. We look forward to that,
Yeah.
all of that and more. And thank you for coming
Thank you,
by.
guys.
You're great. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. So much fun that we forgot to mic you up.
I know.
We were chit-chatting.
That was probably my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
No, it was definitely not your fault.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you, guys.
And how's the show been?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
It's crazy busy.
I can only imagine.
Really fantastic conversations. And like I said, a very diverse group of people. It's really broadened the perspective. You've got videographers, you've got freelancers, you've got production companies, you've got a lot of different people from all walks of the production world
Yes.
coming to the show. So it's exciting. Yeah, for sure.
Claudia's the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Claudia
Take
from
care.
LiveU. Check it out, liveu.com. Check out the Solo. It's unbelievable. We'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Stay with us.